Hey everyone, welcome back to more Call of Cthulhu. So let's go and have a wander around. I've changed. Just gonna say I've sorted. Jeez, get my vocabulary straight. Why don't I? I've sorted out some of the sound settings and lowered. Even some of the main music I've lowered. I've left up the voice so it's a bit clearer. I might try and talk a little bit more softly so you can turn up the volume so you can hear what people are saying a bit clearer.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
You know what this reminds me of?
What you don't know.
These characters remind me out of the movie The Yellow Submarine from the Beatles.
That's enough. Step back and let us do our job. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Me talk to him? Nope.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid.
Okay. Just a little wander around here. You know, it's amazing these open... Well, from what I can see, it's a little bit of open world that... If you look around, you'd be surprised what you can actually find. Never mind see. I'm not going to go in there just yet. You know when you get told not to go somewhere, that after time you do want to go there.
I said you were a bilge rat. And even
There's nothing for you here either.
You think we don't
Beat
know
it.
what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth.
Oh, fine then. We'll head into the bar. What the?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Anyone to talk to around here, or are they just gonna stand around? They all look so angry. Or so beyond frustrated and slightly depressed. It's kind of hilarious. Oh dear. Sailors have their own code. Oh!
Hey, be careful.
Okay.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
test strength. Let's just test eloquence, see if we can talk about this. I'm curious.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Oh, okay, so they're like a...
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Oh, okay.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It was strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Okay, I see his point there. Yeah, I mean, not that I drink whiskey personally, but the concept of, you know, people become drunk or very almost they start to either see things that aren't there or use double vision, all that sort of stuff. So those things affect you in certain ways, so you don't always think clearly. So I get that, a different perception.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on then.
Oh.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Okay.
That'll be all for now.
Let's wander around.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
We had given up hope. The crew of this galley, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of formidable toothed whales. The cetacean? Got no idea what that word is. That has already been called the miraculous catch covered the whole dock, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There was no doubt that the immense size of this well will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end of the famine from which parts of the island was suffering. Mr. Marks was putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper, or visit him on the docks. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the stranded whale invite you on an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Wow.
She will do it again, you know. Oh, the girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again.
Asylum on here. Oh my god.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
My God.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Okay.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Hmm. Is this that lady that the barman was talking about?
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Oh. Damn, I should have used different words. Oh well. Well, we hope we don't have to pay for that later on. I can't believe there's a damn asylum on this island. Mind you, it would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Let's just go and talk to Fitzroy. Anything else around here? No, we can just look at the docks. Never mind.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
I was just told, okay. Oh.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Wow.
A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
It's not telling us off yet, so that's alright. Oh, wow. Ah, okay. So we need those to go up. Interesting. Go upstairs. Because sometimes these games, you have to actually get the knowledge first, and you can actually ask him, inquire about it. Sometimes that's the case.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Okay.
What a macabre souvenir.
I'd be surprised that people keep it souvenirs. Oh, was there something to look at here? Oh no, it's just it's just a light reflecting off it. Never mind.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Oh, okay, cool.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Oh, right, on the deck. Oh, he's talking about, up there, isn't he, I think? Wait. On the deck? Oh, he means on the ship, does he? Oh, right. Oh, okay, gotcha.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Awesome.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah, of course I do.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Okay. Let's talk about Darkwater.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay, so it's true. Okay.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
That's to put it lightly.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
There you go. Oop.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
Well, in this game, we can't exactly take much for granted, can we? In this sense, we can't take mythology as a pinch of salt. We might have to believe some stuff.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh, so that's what that was. Okay. Ah, right.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, interesting. So woman's trying to blackmail people. Right.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Well, it did tell us it belonged to the Hawkins family.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Oh, cop duty on. Okay. Okay, cool.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay, interesting. Amateur novice. I think we'd better to actually be able to do this sort of thing, so hopefully we can unlock this. Oh, got two, do we? You seriously kidding me right now? Alright, well. So we'll validate those, excellent. Okay, sanity. Okay, right. The clues, knowledge. Okay. All right.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
Ah, police officer in front of it.
You can't understand. You're not seeing.
Trying to talk to these people. No? Sometimes it's good just to search these places. What the hell? Who or what is that? Why the hell's he wearing a robe? Okay, that's just getting weird. Okay, can't go up there. Never mind. These guys?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Okay, who is St. Brendan?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
So they are scared. Okay.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I wonder if that Saint Brendan is the guy in that cloak. I wonder. Protector? Interesting.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Okay.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
I see.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Come on, you can tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Okay.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Wow, okay.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Interesting.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Just asking. We don't have the best eloquence yet. It's probably not the best way to do that, so...
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Let's talk to this guy.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Very funny.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Oh, damn. I wish I'd chosen a different question there. So how are we going to get inside this warehouse then? Okay. We don't see get through here now, so we shall do that.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Okay.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Interesting.
I shall take my leave.
I'm going to go ask the captain first. Before we go in. I'd rather have all the information we can get. Wish I could run a little bit faster, but never mind.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay.
You're back at what can...
I shall be on my...
So come...
I seriously wish I could save this. Okay. How do you do... Ah, okay. Awesome.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Ratchet device.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Have a good look around. So, anything else that's usable? A cog, okay.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay. How the hell do we... Ah, okay, cool.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
Okay, so how the hell do we get up there then? Oh, right. Okay, cool.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle. Ugh.
Game saved. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Because this is such a perfect time, I'm actually going to end this part here because the game's saved, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. Next time, we will be heading into the sewers, I believe that is, or at least the underground passageways, and headed to Warehouse 36. I was actually going to say, this kind of reminds me of a program, I don't know how many of you have heard of it, it's called Warehouse 13. That kind of implication of it, all this weird stuff going on. Yeah, it's just what it reminds me of. Anyway, I will see you next time as we hop into, well, underground. See you then. Goddamn picture stories. Come on. See you next time.